Island, about a bunch of people stranded on that island. Well, they were reunited today, and this is the first time in years. And here is what they look like today. All the castaways gathered to dedicate a special waiting room at Children's Orthopedic Hospital in Los Angeles. The room was donated by the creator of the popular series, and it will carry the Gilligan theme, which of course is still incredibly popular even more than 20 years after the series, because it is the most widely syndicated show in television history, and even the little kids know all about Gilligan.
They haven't changed a bit, those people, huh?
No, they look good, huh?
United in Los Angeles yesterday for some special events. The Gilligan's Island gang began their day with a dedication and ended with a celebration. Sherry Sylvester has more on those crazy castaways.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip.
That fateful trip started when 7 actors launched a sitcom that would survive for nearly 25 years and counting, playing characters that would live much longer than the original 3 seasons that Gilligan's Island aired on CBS.
Does that mean we're going to have 7 years bad luck?
I don't think we're going to live that long.
The cast is reunited, a little older, but much the same. Their first stop upon landing in Los Angeles was to dedicate a hospital room, decorated in the island motif for ill children, the 3rd generation of Gilligan fans. Then it was on to a party at the Stock Exchange nightclub to celebrate the show's conception. And on their silver anniversary, these castaways had some golden memories of the early days on Gilligan's Island.
No!
Gilligan, what kind of a greeting is that?
I got this telephone call, and Ethel Weiner from CBS said, do you think that you could play a part, sort of Marilyn Monroe, Lucille Ball?
Gilligan's right!
Ginger and Professor and Marianne were 3 cast members that were added after the pilot. I think they were originally 3 school teachers.
Darling, don't spend the rest of the night outside. I'm getting a touch of hut fever.
You're so right.
When I remember going into this, I thought it'd be over in a few weeks. I didn't think it was going to go. And now I think I'm going to be over before it's over.
As for Gilligan and the skipper, too, it seems old habits are hard to break.
Here's too much, Gilligan. I have news for you. All of this doesn't hurt you.
Never kind of brings me back to my senses.
So who summed up the show's success the best? The professor, of course.
It's a good feeling to know that you've done something, even though it may have been inadvertent, that has brought a lot of happiness to a lot of people over a period of time.
And with that in mind, creator Sherwood Schwartz has planned yet another reunion movie to be of the next generation genre. So look for the castaways to have kids on their next fateful trip. Sherry Sylvester, CNN, Hollywood.
Has this and much. Gilligan and the gang back together to raise funds for a Los Angeles children's hospital.
It's nothing but love, you know. To think that we have spent 23 years giving laughter and fun to children is what it's all about, I think. People love the show, and it seems to bring much joy, and has for many years, and I'm very happy to be a part of it.
Nobody doubted that a large chunk of the cash came from multimillionaire Mrs. Howell.
It was fun to be able to get dressed up. It was also crazy. And I liked the fact that it was my idea for Mrs. Howell to wear pants and pearls and hats.
The show's creator reunited the old crew. Together, they officially opened the Gilligan's Island waiting room at LA's Orthopedic Hospital. The castaways stopped making the series back in 1967. So, getting back together for a good cause was an emotional moment.
I must say, it feels great. You feel that you have done something useful for the world. Not because of the success, but because of the warmth along with the success. People think of my shows with warm affection.
To me, it was really fun. It was physical comedy. It was fun to do every week. I mean, we'd finish one on Friday and read at noon next week's script, figuring it couldn't be as silly as the one we just finished. It was usually sillier than the one we just did.
The skipper's trademark cap became so popular, one of them sits in the Smithsonian Museum and another has been bronzed. Still internationally popular, the show has fans worldwide.
I'm just delighted to say that people all over the world, whether I have my cap or not, hello, Skipper. Hello, Skipper. It's like standing in front of a fireplace. It's a lot of warmth.
When Lifestyles returns in a moment, the comic genius who created America's first good guy millionaire. Meet Jim Backus, a star whose career spans over a half-century.